Hello and welcome to another episode of Superman. Yes, I now have superpowers like X-ray vision and faster than light speed capabilities. Okay, with that said, today I'm going to talk about The Onion and the autistic reporter that they have, Michael Falk. So I think I saw one of these videos a long time ago and I didn't really think much about it at the time. But I'll give you my opinions. So I watched 3 of these videos a couple days ago, and it was interesting. You know, the portrayal is of someone who's autistic being a reporter, and I read some of the comments. People were like, "Wow, this guy's really autistic," you know, or "This guy is so realistic." Now the thing is that he portrays autistic pretty realistically, but it's over the top. So I mean, over the top in the fact that he's at a funeral. And he's asking, well, why you're sad. Now, it's true that sometimes we might, like, for example, I might be at a funeral and I might be happy when everybody else is sad. But just because I'm happy doesn't mean that I don't know why people are sad. So or he's like in a jail cell interrogation, and he's interrogating someone, interviewing someone who's in a jail cell, and that guy's like, well, we have a rigid routine. It's pretty lonely, and the guy's all getting excited about it. Now, most people that I know on the spectrum fear going to jail. We don't want to go to jail. We don't want to get arrested. So, and this is very true because I know a lot. It's actually been brought up in conversation a couple times about going to jail, and I know people, and I actually know someone who did go to jail, and I know that people who are autistic don't want to go to jail, and I know that. So, and I also know that we're not stupid in the fact that we can't understand why someone's upset. Sometimes, there are some of us on the spectrum are that way. Don't get me wrong. So anyway, the videos, they're a little bit funny at times. Some people might find the videos disrespectful to autism. But you have to here's the thing, if comedy makes fun of everything, whether it's autism or AIDS or whatever, the color of someone's clothing, I don't know. Anyway, humor typically is controversial. That's just the way it's been and has been and continues to be. So I'm not overly offended by it, but I can see why some people would be very offended by the autistic reporter on Onion. And but what I've realized though is that autism is now being associated with like mental retardation these days, or stupidity. A lot of people who are autistic are very smart. So, but not all of us are smart, but most of us are smart. So it does an inaccurate job of really portraying autism, I feel like. Now, in addition to that, I do have this to say. What I've noticed is that autism is starting to get more used in the mainstream as a derogatory term. 10 years ago, people would use gay as a derogatory term, like, oh, that's gay, oh, that's so very gay, and now people don't say that definitely as much, because it's now considered super inappropriate to do that. And then 5 years ago, it was retarded. Oh, that's retarded. Oh, you're retarded. That's retarded. So people would use the term retarded, and then of course people got very upset. Made a big push about it. Same way people got upset about gay being used that way, because like, all right, this gay person got killed at school today, or the term retarded. We need to ban the R word, retarded. So now I'm hearing people saying, oh, that's autistic. Oh, you're autistic. So it's kind of funny. Now autism is being used in that regard. It hasn't caught 100% yet, but it's starting to catch on. I've noticed, and so now that people aren't saying retarded, now they're saying autistic in place of that, and so that's definitely a negative. But there's really nothing you can do, because people are going to have derogatory terms, And it's going to happen because it always happens. It's happened since the dawn of time. And people are going to use insulting remarks. People are going to make fun of disabilities because that's human nature, unfortunately. And people are, there's a lot of mean-spirited and nasty people out there. And, you know, you can make a big fuss about it, but at the end of the day, you know, it's going to take a lot of effort. And the thing is just to not let it get to you. You know, don't be upset when people say, "Oh, that's autistic," or you know, don't get upset when people say, "Oh, that's retarded." You know, it's easy to get upset. You know, like you can watch the Onion videos of that autistic reporter, and you can get very pissed off at of what they're doing there. Or you know, you can just you could shrug it off, or you can even laugh at it. But really, you know, it's a personal decision, and you know, I just realize it is what it is, and you know, that's just the way it is. So that's really my thoughts on that. So I thank you for watching today's video, and I wish all of you an awesome day of awesomeness. Thank you.